What is up, guys? Welcome back to Bloodborne. We are back in the research hall, and this time we're going to be going straight to fight the boss. I've managed to locate the gate, big gate that you have to go through. It's one of those obvious, big gates. You know that there's something big past that door. And here I think I'm going to be showing how to get there. Well, I think I hadn't really figured out how to get there. There we go. Quite simple. Quite close. We can summon Yamamura, but we're not going to. Alright, the living failures. At first I thought I was going to be fighting that big plant, but no. So these guys look like much bigger versions of the enemies that we are fighting in this level. And they're gonna keep spawning. It's a Bell Gargoyle type fight, where they can spawn up to 4, I think. Well, actually, it's a Four Kings kind of fight. But these guys spawn a lot faster. The Four Kings, you can kill one before the other one spawns. But here, if you're not killing them fast enough, you're going to be fighting multiple enemies at once. Almost died there. So this was my first attempt. Still trying to figure out what to do, what kind of attacks they do. They have like this homing magic attack, but it's easy to avoid. But you need to position yourself well, like you don't want to be getting hit by magic while another guy is just flailing his arms at you. So you see, I was kind of looking for the one that was alone, far away from the other three, like this one. And rinse and repeat. I have to say, this I think is my least favorite boss fight in the DLC. Just because there's nothing really special about it. But it's funny because when you get the trophy for beating this boss fight, in the trophy description, there's actually some lore. I mean, not really, but it does say, beat the creatures, the failures to become great ones, or something like that. So I guess that's what they were trying to do in this research hall. They were trying to experiment on patients, and the Healing Church was trying to create great ones. And as you can see, they failed miserably. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this boss fight. Alright, this attack. Watch this. Yeah. There it is again. Well, tried rolling. Didn't really work. Okay, so usually I like to not talk during the attempt where I actually beat the boss. Spoiler alert. um, but I find this boss to be not very unique. But this time I was using the hammer and I noticed that I was dealing more damage. And as you can see, you can stagger these assholes and perform a visceral attack. So here, this fight started much better than, than the last two. And this time, I'm gonna show you how to actually dodge the meteor attack. But yeah, I mean, I guess try to focus on one at a time. That way you don't have 4 of them trying to kill you. Alright, so once they get to half health, I think that's when they decide to pray to the sky and summon. So anytime. Okay, so I still survived it. I guess sprinting around works a little bit better than just rolling. Here it is again. So yeah, it's not a foolproof tactic, but I guess you can still survive. Living failures. Yeah. My least favorite boss fight. I mean, some other boss fights are like very hard, but I guess they can be more interesting than this one. Luckily we have back-to-back boss fights here. This plant looks like it's alive. I don't know if it is. Alright, so we got the Astral Clock Tower T. That would be some good tea, by the way. The caretaker of the tower's numerous patients, known to them only as Lady Maria, made her home behind the giant star-interpreting clock. And this key will allow us to open this door.
Should be left well alone. Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now. Prevent you from your wild curiosity.
Lady Maria. Now that is a cool boss fight. It is kind of like a German fight, but on steroids. She is really something. But here I get a good start on my first attempt. So the first phase of her fight, she's using only physical attacks with her Rakuyo. Wow, that was quick. Alright, so I'm gonna shut up now for a while so you can enjoy the death montage and the full fight. Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. That was a great boss fight. I think, for me, one of the best in the game. So you guys saw in her second phase, she gets like these blood type attacks. And in the third phase, she gets like insane range and fire attacks on top of that, so. Celestial Dial. Dial for the Great Astral Clock. That functions with the giant astral clock. When the dial is held up towards the astral clock, it will come to life and reveal a secret. So let's see what kind of secret that is. Alright, so here I went like right up to it, and I was like, what do we have to do here? And here I was just spamming X to read a note, and I accidentally hold the celestial dial up, because you have to stand in front of the clock like here and press X. It prompts you to do it, but it's not that easy to notice. Isn't that the Assassin's Creed symbol or something like that? Yes. Spoiler alert, this game turns into Assassin's Creed. Here I was like very impressed of this when I just walked out. I was like, wow, this is awesome. Here we can obviously fall down. And it's crazy because we went up a clock tower, and then when we got out of it, there's an ocean. And what's even crazier is if you look here, down in the water, you can see the city. You can see Arnhem. So that's pretty crazy. Mysterious figures approaching us.
Atonement for the wretches by the wrath of Mother Goss. Mercy for the poor wizened child. Mercy. Oh, please. Atonement for the wretches. Lay the curse of blood upon them and their children and their children's children forevermore. Each wretched birth will plunge each child into a lifetime of misery.
Got some mucus there, friend?
Mercy for the poor. Let the pungence of Cos cling like a mother's devotion.
Some messed up shit has happened in this village. It's creepy corpses and boat caskets. Alright, so yeah, Lady Maria fight. You could see that a lot of the attacks you had to dodge at the last second as we walk here into the fishing hamlet, which is the third main area of the DLC. So we went through the Hunter's Nightmare, the River of Blood. Second, we went through the Research Hall. And now, the fishing hamlet. So that'll be all for this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.